Yo, what's good?
What's going on, bro?
Nothing, chilling, cooling on this burr day.
Brr.
Got some of the snow. Snow starting to melt, but gotta catch it before it freeze up.
Yeah, nigga, it's Maryland. That shit, it's like the worst. Like we'll get snow, then a couple days later, here come the rain, bro. Like the worst shit in the world trying to get outside.
Facts. And definitely had to slow down on I guess life and period. You know what I'm saying? You see the picture I posted yesterday? The tree down and all that.
Yeah,
Like come on, bro. Y'all not gonna. Y'all just not gonna show no love to the side streets until you damn near don't need to.
yeah. Like seeing that tree had fallen down, and then even when I was walking, it was like certain trees in like the little back areas that fallen.
And it was in the way of the sidewalk too, right?
Yeah,
Because when I went outside yesterday, I had seen one was in P. I mean, you could step over it, but still, like, what are y'all doing?
yeah, bro.
Y'all do know we pay taxes. That's what the taxpaying dollars supposed to go through, right?
Yeah, they don't care about that.
They don't. You see about the people stuck on the highway, 24 plus hours and all that.
Sheesh, I ain't hear about that.
Yeah, and on 495 on the Virginia side though, like it was so bad that people had like got stuck on the highway, like dozens upon dozens of people.
You would think they would prepare better for shit like this.
Yeah, I'm interested actually to see like what the process is. Well, I'm not gonna make excuses for them because it's inexcusable. But I will say like originally it wasn't supposed to be that much snow.
Yeah,
But
it did call for 5 to 8 inches of snow.
you see, it wasn't supposed to be that at first. Because even when we was talking on Sunday, we were saying what 3 to 5 or something like that.
Well, it kind of switched up midway through our conversation, and then it's like 3 to 5, then like 5 to 8. It didn't like really give any set idea of what we were going to be working with.
But but when we was talking, I think you had said 3 to 5 though. Like I never heard 5 to 8. If I'd have heard 5 to 8, then that's what I'm trying to think. Because when did it snow? It started snowing that night though, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's enough time to. You have to call in drivers and salt truck should have been already filled up though.
Yeah.
Salt doesn't. Yeah, you should already have that stuff loaded up. As soon as it's an idea that it might snow.
Shit, because I know the county, they'll end up having, they'll end up coming in like early, like around 2 in the morning, just so they can have the workers out on the roads cleaning up the streets and shit like that. Because I got numerous family members that work for the county,
right?
And that be the whole process. Like they get out there early.
But it's supposed to be. But if you have a time on like when it's supposed to snow, it should be before that. Like it should be because I've seen numerous times like if they say it's gonna snow Monday, you'll see the salt trucks out on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Like Sunday evening. Like it's been plenty of times where I was going to DW and you'll see like the salt trucks down Pennsylvania Avenue. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe because of a bunch of times where they did do that and it didn't snow. Because there's a bunch of times where. What do you think?
Yeah, it's just like side streets and sidewalks. They kind of like give they lack attention to certain ones.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still the highway too. The highway is like
the highway. Yeah,
people are stranded on the highway.
Yeah, that should have been that should have been priority.
Like
because with the highway, like everybody's there. You're looking at possibility. Like the possibility is high that you can't get anything through that. So if somebody needs medical attention or anything like that,
it's a wrap.
It is.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Like there's not enough side streets in the world.
And also, you gotta close the jobs. Cause then you don't put people in like that awkward position to have to make a choice like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, damn, job open. I can't call out because they might mess around and fire me or something. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And now you got to make that uncomfortable situation to put your life on the line. And you heard about the 3 females that died. They crashed into the back of like one of the little snowplow trucks or whatever.
Nah, I ain't hear about that either. Like,
Yeah, so it was a SUV with 4 people in it. It was 3 females and 1 guy. I don't know who was driving, but they ended up crashing into the back of one of the snowplow trucks, and all 3 of the females died, and the dude got taken to the hospital with serious injuries. So, I mean, I don't know. You're putting people in a very unfortunate and awkward position where you're basically saying that, you'll die if you have to, but you got to get to work.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Yeah. Like the workforce in general, like
Right.
the way they treat people that are driving, and also just people in general.
Yeah.
When it comes to getting to work, regardless of circumstance, they're like, "Oh, you made it clear to us that you can get to work, but right now, since it's death-defying, and when it's snow, you can't do it."
Right.
Like, bro, you do understand that this is, like, I understand that you're paying me, but my life is more important than that. I'm not going to, like, give you the right to tell me, hey, we own you for today, get to work. No, that's not how it works.
Right.
And it needs to be changed considerably. Like, it does. But we already know how the corporations work and shit. Like, you exist to serve.
Right.
Until either 1, we're done with you when we fire you. 2, you're done with us and you leave. Or 3, we get our uses out of you and you retire with us.
Right.
3 options. Now, unless you die on the job, option 4, then maybe they'll pay you.
Maybe, because even then they'll still, they'll have something to say about that.
Yeah, because I work for Target, got injured, and then they didn't pay me either. All they gave me was what I was missing.
Yeah.
For that time I was off. So
Yeah.
they don't care, because a lot of people don't understand how important a union is for a workforce. A lot of people don't have a lot of workforces don't have unions,
Or good ones anyway.
Yeah, that too.
Because if you have a lot of jobs, and I've been on various jobs where they did have unions, but you could tell like the union was in cahoots with the actual job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the union sponsored by the job.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's the last thing you need. So, yeah,
It's like you're not trusting the government, but you need like a surgery or something, and the government provides you with a doctor.
Yeah.
And you think the government's trying to kill you though at the same time. Like that's. Oh yeah, we got a doctor that can do the surgery for you. You know what I mean?
It's like a court appointed lawyer and shit.
Yeah.
A government appointed doctor.
That's funny.
Now introducing Dr. Fauci.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, God damn.
Yeah. Definitely the free lawyer.
Yeah. But
I remember it was this little one skit, the little comedian Drewski. He like a very new comedian. He just not started being like commercials and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
But he had a little skit where he was like, how the free lawyers be treating you or whatever. And so Cuz was on trial for like murder, and he was like the free lawyer, so he called Cuz. He was like, he's all right, man. I got some good news. I got some bad news. He's like, the bad news. He's like, the good news is we got your payment. The payment cleared and everything. You know what I'm saying? He said the bad news is you got life. He's like, may the power be with you. Tried as hard as I could, at least for 2 days.
At least for 2 days.
And Yeah, go ahead, join one of them groups up in there, man. Protect yourself. All right, talk to you later. Hung up on
Damn
Cook.
shame.
Yeah, but nah, that's funny.
Nah. it's wild. We went on a complete tangent about snow and then lawyers and shit. Still haven't even told them what the topic for today was about.
Yeah, I mean it's only been 10 minutes in, which is probably gonna be a lengthy podcast, an hour or something.
That's normal at this point.
Yeah.
Hour is normal.
Yeah, but the snow. This is just not a special occasion, but it's a different occasion, I guess.
Yeah, it's nice when it happens, but then you realize you gotta go places, and then ice is gonna be a bitch and a half.
Yeah,
That's when it's like, all right, I'm cool with this for now. I like the snow when it's fresh, and it's like on the ground, like you can move it out the way. It's like a whole bunch of dust.
Yeah,
but
the dusting. I like the dusting. The dusting's cool. Yeah,
like I can't stand snow when it starts to ice up.
Yeah,
like then it becomes a burden.
Right.
It's beautiful and a burden at the same time.
Right.
It's like you can't go anywhere almost. Like, and then the way that they push the snow up on the sides and shit, like it starts to leak down, and then the whole parking lot or anything like that, any type of road or anything like that freezes up.
Freezes instantly.
And like they don't make it convenient for people to have to walk.
Facts.
They don't. Which was my biggest gripe when I would have to go to like work and shit like that. I will always have to deal with the snow or the ice for that matter. And I was going to work early in the morning when it was ice.
Right.
Bad enough, it's like the coldest it's going to be. But I was dealing with it on top of having to walk on sheets of it, not even just regular ice, just sheets. And then you know how bad that mall get at Forestville.
Yeah.
That, oh my goodness.
Right.
Imagine that at 4 a.m.
Yeah. I can relate because when I was at DW, we had to do snow detail. So basically, you wouldn't even have to do your regular job. Like, we would spend like the whole night basically, and we work overnight. So we're getting like the cold weather, you know what I'm saying? And we would have to like shovel all the sidewalks, spread salt, or it wasn't salt because they were too cheap to get like the actual salt. It was something like alternative. I forgot what it was called, but it was, you know what I'm saying? Like
it's a university. Why can't you get regular salt?
And they can afford it, but it's like I guess the more money you save, the more money you keep. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit.
But yeah, the shoveling and it was really. I used to hate this time of year. The only good thing about it is you used to get like double paid, but to a degree, you couldn't leave when you wanted to. Like the shift was no longer a regular shift. Like you was like basically around the clock if they needed you.
Yeah, shit like that. Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you got up to like I think 3 or 4 days, you might could go home if you could get home. Because might say if it's a bunch of snow, like how this snow was, you wouldn't be able to get home till probably like today. And that's assuming that Metro is running regular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because where we live at, as soon as it starts to snow, the K-12 is not coming here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Yeah, and this was before Uber and Lyft was real big and shit.
Yeah, and even that service is probably was suspended unless niggas got like snow trucks or something.
Yeah.
So I don't.
So you were at a serious disadvantage.
I would have to stay. Yeah, I would have to stay. Like it was just like what's today? Today is Wednesday. Like the streets are somewhat manageable today, but I probably wouldn't be able to come home till tomorrow. When Metro and it's running regular, the K-12 can get around here, or catch a cab or something. You know what I'm saying?
Damn shame.
Yeah, and I don't know. It was. This wasn't my favorite time of year, not by a long shot.
Yeah, as a kid,
yes,
it's the greatest thing ever, and it also makes for good photo shoots. It makes for good short films.
Yeah,
like we've done it
right,
but does hinder the normal person who's doing it, like who's really needs to get from point A to point B.
Right.
And it makes it even worse for the people who have to use their feet.
Right.
Because not only do they push the snow like to the side, it gets on the sidewalk.
Right. And it be mountains, piles, you know. And it forces a lot of people to even sometimes walk in the street.
Yeah.
You know?
And then people they get real upset about it, but there's no other alternative here.
Yeah, what do you want people to do? Like you see it.
Like they've actually had cops pulling people, or not even pulling people, but telling pedestrians who are walking, like, if you don't walk on the street, we're gonna have to fine you or some shit like that. It's not possible.
Right.
We're dealing with snow on top of the sidewalk. You want me to trek through snow in order for me to deal with the burden of getting to work.
Right.
Like you want me to hike, literally. Not even just regular walking. You want me to hike because that snow is actually very high.
Right.
And not only that, they're pushing more snow on top of that from the snow trucks that they have on the street.
And then not to mention, like you said earlier, if it's not the day of the snow, then you're dealing with ice too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
And that
has to be a better way.
Has to, but you know, it just works for them.
And that's all that matters.
Exactly.
And that's one thing I hate about life in general. It's like majority of people, as long as it's working for them, then they normally don't care.
Yeah. Very unfortunate circumstance we find ourselves in, but it happens.
It is what it is. Just gotta adjust and keep it moving.
Nigga, absolutely. But you already know. We got to the point where we grown so used to it. It's not even funny.
Yeah, definitely not funny. I mean, yeah, we joke. We might joke here and there, you know. Making light, one thing black people good at is making light of a situation and shit.
Yeah, that's
like a superpower for black people.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The only thing we don't really make light that often is like Jim Crow.
Yeah.
It's the only thing we really won't like make light of. But like slavery in general, niggas will make fun of that.
Yeah.
But but that the whole systematic oppression, all that shit, that all the Jim Crow like stuff from then on, nah, they don't make fun of that shit.
Yeah.
There's no like silver lining in any of that.
Yeah. And it has to be with like even when you do make some jokes, it has to be with each other.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you find like the other races kind of like to make jokes and stuff like that, and it's like, no, you really can't. You don't get to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's facts.
Yeah.
Hey. But like, certain people get a little bit more leeway than others.
Yeah.
Which is,
I feel like black people want to joke about it, they can.
Yeah.
You earned the right to joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, but not every black person is going to get. Then not every black person is really going to appreciate the joke.
Oh no! I don't expect them to, because technically you shouldn't. There's really nothing to joke about.
It's not.
But we have like certain black people. We have like this retarded like mindset where it's just that you're gonna make a joke out of no matter what, how serious the situation is.
Yeah,
you're gonna make some type of joke about it because it's a mechanism. It's a coping mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. As long as it's like when Kobe died,
bro.
Like we were traumatized.
Niggas out here making the memes.
But you see how many memes like.
But they were all in good faith, good taste though.
Yeah.
All in good taste.
Like nothing like.
Besides like them really off the wall racist niggas and shit that'll make fun of like the plane crash or the helicopter crash, and shit like that.
Yeah, like those kind of stuff. But I'm talking about amongst us, like the black people or people who love them. It was all like you said, it was all in good taste. Like a bunch of little like send off jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I still remember the little John. It was like, I think it said God said he could beat anybody in here. Kobe
oh, and
was back
Kobe,
there
yeah,
with
was
his hand.
looking up like,
that.
yeah,
Hey, bro,
that's like,
that joke was funny as hell. Like certain ones, it's like Kobe earned that respect for me.
yeah, yeah.
Like he earned that shit. It's like if I definitely, I feel as though you couldn't go wrong with basketball jokes for Kobe when he
yeah,
died. You
because
couldn't go wrong.
I felt like that was almost like, I felt like we almost owed him that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because I think he would have laughed at him.
yeah, oh yeah. He would
Like,
have been a good thing. Now that we had gotten a taste of like Kobe out of the NBA. Kobe's super cool dude, man.
Man, definitely.
We just seen so much super competitive Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was in the NBA and he wanted to tear everybody's head off. But nah. Like you said, as long as it wasn't nothing like racist or anything like that, nah, all those was classics.
Man,
Yeah.
Little John, when he was crossing up Jesus, no.
Yeah.
And then they did the reverse one where Jesus was crossing him up.
Uh-huh.
I was like, bro,
Yeah.
it was just it was so much like classy comedy coming from that, bro.
Yeah, like that's people. That's a lot of people way of like showing their respect. You know, giving the flowers.
Man,
And I was all for that. I laughing. You laughing and crying at the same time.
yeah, man, that shit hurt. Bro, that shit hurt.
Yeah, even now when I be like on Twitter and stuff like that, and somebody will post something, I just go ahead, retweet it, the little crying emojis and shit. Like, man, this nigga really like,
yeah,
like damn, Kobe though. Out of everybody, like Kobe, so I'm like,
yeah. He was one of them superheroes, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that shit hit, man. That shit hit hard.
Definitely.
Growing up, like you just watching Kobe and just like nigga winning dunk contests.
Yeah.
You watch this nigga like he's
championships,
championships,
MVPs,
his little rap album and all that.
Yeah, I was like popping up on Moesha and all that.
Man, he was everywhere. He's just the young Kobe with the bush, man. It's like
Froby.
Froby. Oh man, going from 8 to 24.
Yeah.
That number 8 Kobe was a dangerous son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He'll dunk on you in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was an interview I was watching like not too long ago, and somebody was asking them. There's like, we know you got both of your numbers retired or whatever, but if you can only retire one, like only had the choice to do one, would you would have did 8 or 24? And I like Kobe because Kobe like when he retired, Kobe he just like became like a little comedian too though. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, that's easy. I retired 8, you know, and that Kobe could grow hair. You know what I'm saying? he's like, at 24. I've been trying for a while now. No avail. And then he was like, nah, but you know, he had a bunch of great times as number 8, so it had definitely been number 8. You know, he's like the journey was. He said it was extra like rough as number 8. Because he was like, at first, like, a lot of people ain't believe in him, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or thought he was just like average and this and that. Like, he's like, as number 8, he felt the like process of literally like beating the respect out of everybody.
Yeah.
Versus like 24.
He already earned it. He
was like a made, he said, well, he wasn't a made man as far as winning champion, but he was like, when it came to like earning respect and stuff, he pretty much was a made man or whatever.
Yeah, he was solidified by 24.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's good times, man. Rest in peace, Kobe, man.
Yeah, definitely. R.P. Kobe, man.
It's almost.
Damn.
Yeah, it's coming up on the anniversary, OT.
Damn.
2 years.
2019 took a whole bunch of niggas, bro.
Man, I think that was 2020.
Oh yeah, 2020 and 2020. Because it was right before the lockdown and shit.
Yeah, right before like a few weeks before the pandemic.
Man,
yeah,
it was when we were still recording. Like I remember, like, cause we ended up like stopping the whole process of going to Sonny house because Kobe died.
Yeah, because he was like a huge Lakers fan.
Nigga.
I was like, bro, I know how you feel, bro, because I'm like, that shit hurting me, and I wasn't a Lakers fan.
Yeah.
I was on the other side, actually. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that shit hurt me, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
opening up the phone and seeing that little TMZ joint. And that's how I was like, that's how I knew it was like, it wasn't like no joke either, because it was them saying it.
I saw that shit on ESPN.
Yeah.
Like, it was on the little app and shit I had on my phone. I was like, Kobe.
I'm like, damn, is this joint real? He was like, yeah, nigga, Kobe dead, young.
It's kind of fucked up how TMZ like took the story and then didn't even wait for his family to find out. Like that's how his family found out.
Right. And
that's some bullshit, bro.
Yeah, that's TMZ for you. That's they get a lot of money for it, but that's in bad taste and shit. And then the what was it? One of the cops that got called to the scene had took pictures or whatever, and was showing people at the club and all that, or at the bar, wherever he had went, was showing people like the pictures of.
Yeah, shit like that, bro. Nah, in bad taste and in bad character.
Yeah, facts. So
yeah, I couldn't do it, bro. Like certain people like that, like you don't give them any leeway to be around any type of situations like that.
yeah,
I don't give a damn how bad this shit is or how much of a story it can cause. Like, nah, they don't need to be around any of this shit like that.
right. Yeah, rest in peace, Cole, man. Legacy gonna live forever, man.
Yeah, definitely. So, at this point, I think this podcast should now just be considered a random rambling.
Oh no, I wouldn't say that because we're still gonna get into the topic at hand. But you know, so today we originally the question at hand was, could you ever see yourself becoming a vegan,
bro? Yeah. So you want to read him the definition?
Yes.
Of what a vegan is? Like,
so y'all know whenever we have these discussions and we have these questionnaire-esque podcasts, I like to read the definitions of said topic words so everybody could be on the same page about what we going off of. Because, you know, it's 7 billion people in the world, and then out of 7 billion people, it's probably like 7 million different definitions of vegan or something. You know what I'm saying? So
it's vegan with pescatarian mindset.
Yeah, like I don't. A lot of stopped arguing that because I just see like people they're just gonna say stuff.
Yeah.
Even if they know better, people just gonna say stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, vegan is a person that does not eat any food derived from animals, who typically does not use other animal products either.
Mm-hmm.
Eating, using, or containing no food from other products derived from animals.
Yeah.
That's what a vegan is.
Which is the obvious definition. However, we have misconstrued definitions.
Yeah. So, now I can kind of see why people confused on this right here. I just looked at pescatarian. Pescatarian says a person who does not eat meat but does eat fish.
That's meat.
Fish is a meat.
Like even the insides of fruit is considered the meat of the fruit.
Well, fruit that's not a meat, but
by wording, that's what it is. That's what he called it.
It's not though, because it's like fruit doesn't have flesh.
Skin.
Skin isn't flesh though. I mean,
technically, skin on a human body.
I'm about to say, well, technically it is, but at the same time, that's not an animal.
Okay, all right. Now that I can agree with.
It has to be like animal flesh. A fish, like fish, that's like a flesh. That's like an animal flesh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't. Well, technically, you can. How about say you can't grow fish, but niggas do. What's that fish called? Was that tilapia or something?
Yeah.
Is that the don't that niggas be farming and all that?
I mean, you can farm like animals. That's technically
Yeah.
growing them, but I agree with
You can't plant a fish and then
you can't plant it. Well, that's also to be determined.
I'm quite sure you can't do that.
I mean, it might be certain things in the ocean that classify as a fish that grow from the earth.
Like, well, I would have to look that up.
I don't know. Like, we don't know yet.
But people not eating that either, though.
That's also true.
Because we would know that. Because people are so. When it comes to seafood in general, that's a bragatory food.
I don't know.
No, people brag about seafood. You can't lie and say people all these seafood boils and shrimp and crab. People brag.
Yeah.
People brag about seafood,
especially here in fucking DMV. Like, yo, the amount of crab legs that niggas be eating out here is ridiculous.
I mean, Maryland. That's Maryland's
staple. Yes, I get it. Like, niggas crab everywhere.
Crabs in Old Bay.
I can't stand that shit, bro.
I'm allergic to seafood, y'all. So
I can't eat it because that shit makes me nauseous. Like, very, very nauseous.
But yes, that's a trophy to a lot of people.
Shit. Even the smell of seafood makes me nauseous.
Yeah, it could be fish, crabs, shrimp, scallops, the little clams.
Yeah, clams.
Lobster.
You know, like lobsters are just undersea bugs. Crabs, crustaceans.
Shrimp. I mean, shrimp.
Yeah, they're just undersea bugs.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just like how fish isn't classified as like a meat. It's just kind of what is it? What is it then?
Yeah, like it's like niggas just creating extra rules.
Yeah, like it's not a plant. Like like I don't what is it?
Yeah, like it has flesh. It's a living organism.
Yeah, has eyes.
Yeah.
Gills, a tail, fins.
Can move on its own, has its own brain and all that shit. Like it has the normal genetic makeup of any living animal, besides like maybe a few minor like kinks and like here and there. Like it might not have this, might not have that, might not have a,
right.
So it still classifies as an animal.
Yeah,
There's no reason as to why it shouldn't.
Yeah,
like
and then from a like a moral standpoint, is let's say you are a pescatarian, right? And you just eat seafood. And you know how you just compare like a lot of that stuff to being like bugs, but just underwater.
Mm-hmm.
You also could take it the other way, and it's like if seafood isn't meat, technically,
mm-hmm.
but it also isn't like fruit or vegetables. Isn't that would it be considered like a bridge food?
I guess so.
So you're basically like a step away from being vegan, I guess, but you're also still a step away from
being
right back the way you know what I'm saying?
It's like you're weaning yourself off of meat technically, but not really.
Because if you let's say a person eat fried fish,
mm-hmm.
how far is that away from fried chicken?
Not too far. It's not too far at all.
Because he's not in the water. Chicken's lean.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Depending on how you prepare it, yes, it is.
Right. So it's like.
And then you're eating the fried version, so that's breaded.
Right. So it's like. Even if you bake both, if you had baked fish and baked chicken,
yeah,
it's not like. Is it because the chicken's on land or like I don't understand like what class of like how is he?
Yeah, like both of them had a life before it hit the table.
Like
even vegetables had a life before it hit your stomach and shit. Like it doesn't matter what it is,
and it still might be alive because again, people eat live fish and stuff too. I see the Chinese people. I ain't gonna say they're wilding out, but I see them.
Nah, they wilding.
I see them with their little bows with the octopuses.
Nigga, do you know like they have foods where like frogs and shit.
Yeah,
A living frog,
living
like
frog,
eating
yeah.
the shit while it's still alive. It's watching them eat it.
Yeah,
Like that's disgusting, and it's traumatizing as shit. How like people can be okay with that.
So they're really, over there they really just eat
Anything,
whatever you can,
bro.
I,
They put living animals inside of trinkets.
Yeah, it's like I get it, but damn, can you cook? I mean, can you cook it? Like I've had frog legs before,
I haven't.
but it's like cook it. I mean, unless now it would come down to like we've been taught that if you don't cook stuff, the bacteria and this and that from you, it'll make you sick, or it can even cause like diseases, or it can be poisonous and kill you.
Yeah.
But we watch them eat this kind of stuff raw, like you said, alive. And Chinese people, for the most part, they outlive everybody. We see old black people, we see old white people, we see plenty of old Chinese people.
Should I be saying plenty of old black people? I don't know about you.
I don't.
I had quite a few in my family.
I mean, from your perspective, yeah. I'm talking about like when you look up like the numbers and stuff, though. Like when you look up like the oldest people in the world, like a lot of them gonna be like Chinese people and stuff. I was looking at it from like a broader perspective, not like from my personal life and shit.
I'm gonna have to do some research on that.
Okay.
I'm not 100%. So I can't like be in a position to generalize at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I mean, I do the research, so that's why I'm. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it for like said topic, but it's just like I read a lot about random stuff a lot of times. So
do I. It's just this was
so,
one of the topics I did not want to.
Right. So it's just like when this wasn't a random topic, but when topics come up, so okay, I did read this and read that. No, I mean, whether what you're reading is true or not is a different thing.
It's also true.
Yeah, but at the same time, if that's the case, then you wouldn't believe nothing that you read at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm starting to get to that point in certain subjects.
Yeah, because you can't pick and choose. I mean, for life in general, though, like if I don't trust, like if I don't believe in the dictionary, how can I believe in anything else?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, but yeah, the pescatarian thing is like it got so annoying that I just stopped like debating it.
Yeah, bro, like that shit to annoy me when I hear niggas like, "Oh, I'm vegan, but I eat fish from time to time." Like, nigga, that's the same.
Yeah, like you're not vegan, bro.
It's
close, I guess. On
Yeah.
on a technical standpoint, I don't know.
See, like when I think of like vegans, like my personal perspective, like when I've been seeing so many people like just doing their thing as far as veganism is concerned, I think of them PETA niggas. I'm sorry, that's how I picture vegans.
You say who?
PETA.
Oh, PETA. I could almost bet any amount of money. Half of the PETA people not even vegans for real.
Probably not.
It's hypocrisy is.
Yeah, it's definitely. I won't put it past them. There's quite a few hypocrites in there.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's no reason as to why you feel as though it's okay to walk around with animal blood. There's no reason as to why you would feel it's okay for that.
Right.
Like that came from a living organism, and you're just freely walking around with it.
Yeah, I guess it's to be dramatic and drastic measures, but it's like at the same time, it's like I get what they're trying to do, but it's like you just it got to be a different way.
Yeah,
like we seen the video where the girl had the little blood in the what was it, Chick-fil-A or something.
And I think she poured it on herself or something.
Yeah, and was trying to get people not like
That shit looks like paganism to me.
that's not gonna make me like if I'm already walking in a Chick-fil-A and I see that, that's not gonna make me change my mind, bro.
Yeah, that's just gonna make me
Like,
look at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
yeah, like if I went out my busy day to get dressed, if I'm running errands or whatever, once I pull up at the Chick-fil-A, unless it's closed, nothing's gonna stop me from getting Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, and then it was like some vegans and shit. I remember they was in like the meat section of a grocery store,
Right.
like barring that shit off.
Right.
Like, nigga, why?
Like
Like, I don't have to think like you.
yeah, and it's crazy because whenever we talk about it, I like to bring up the dinosaurs and whether they existed or not. If you believe dinosaurs existed, okay. If you don't, okay. I believe dinosaurs existed, but even if they didn't, like the dynamic of them was still different.
Mm-hmm.
Some dinosaurs ate meat, some didn't.
Yeah, some were herbivores, some were omnivores, some
did,
were
some ate both.
carnivores.
You know,
Yeah.
some ate both. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like what's wrong with humans being the same way?
Yeah, it's like it's the equivalent to the Renaissance era where Christianity was like running its course and like heavy and it's not even the Renaissance era. It's actually a lot earlier than that. But it was when Christianity was running its course and through everywhere.
Right.
And technically, I don't think it was Christian. I think it was like mostly Catholicism.
But they combined it or something, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
In a certain sort, it's like the same. It's the same thing, but you know,
Right.
it's just somewhat of an evolution.
Right.
But when during that time period, I see it as that it's like the Crusades of Vegans.
Yeah.
Like they're just everywhere, and then if you are somebody who doesn't believe in what they believe, they automatically see you as an evil person, and after that, there is no coming back from that. They're going to be on your ass regardless. Pause.
Yeah, and those are the kind of people that's just like those probably the people that secretly be still eating meat and shit too.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
And be like so many judgmental ones and shit. Like just because I decide to pick up a burger does not mean that I don't care about people or other living beings in that sense.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the one who shot this motherfucker, or I'm not the one that killed the animal and shit. I just ate it.
And that's the thing is like, do they be at the farms? Because
it be the one like certain ones they'll go to the farms and shit and like try to release all the animals and shit like that.
Oh yeah, all right. I wasn't even thinking about that. That's funny though, because that free. But
like the Moses of the farm and shit.
Yeah, but what doesn't that make sense though? Like, don't you think like all the vegans should be predominantly at like the farms, the slaughterhouses?
Yeah, like you're protecting the dead portion. Why are you
like,
not protecting?
They're already processed.
Yeah,
like this is whether you like it or not. This is going to be eaten no matter what. Whether it goes bad and animals get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what? You been held up in the store. That's just I get it because you know when you're protesting, part of protesting is you have to cause some type of inconvenience with somebody, but it should be aimed towards
like it should aim towards the head of the snake and not the body.
Right. And even if it is the body, it shouldn't be as like bro, you can't punish me and you. We going to get groceries. Like, bro, I gotta feed my family, bro.
Yeah,
you know
a lot of people don't even care about it. It's like, well, you're not eating what I'm eating, so you're automatically evil.
Right, and that's
like circumstance, people. Circumstance.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't understand that areas like impoverished areas and stuff like that, they don't have access to a lot of the shit like that, and they don't have the money to pay for shit like that.
Facts.
Vegan shit is expensive.
It's definitely pricey.
And even when you going like organic anyway, it's still like it's still pesticides and shit that they put into the shit that you're getting anyway.
Well, I'm not mad at that, but I will. The biggest discrepancy is pricey.
Yeah,
that's pricey.
It's like you're dealing with people who, like, at this point you're somewhat privileged. Now you feel as though that you deserve the right to talk down to people just because they're eating something that they can afford.
Right.
Like a lot of people probably wouldn't eat as badly as they did if they didn't have the idea of convenience on their mind.
Yeah, that's facts.
Like our biggest issue in areas like this is that we have access to so many things that are convenience based, but the convenience does not mean healthy.
Right.
Just because it costs $1.50 does not mean it's going to be healthy, but at the same time, it's still food. I'm gonna eat it. I need to feed myself. I need to feed my family. I need to feed people.
You got to stretch the money because
Exactly.
you might not be in a position to. Yeah.
So I just look at shit like that, and it made me dislike veganism in general because of how pushy they are. It's the same thing with religions. I can't stand pushy religions.
Right.
And which is my biggest gripe with them is just like it's the reason why I fell out with it.
Okay.
Because of how pushy this shit is. But with veganism, it's just like y'all niggas are just you fighting the wrong battles.
I wouldn't say they're wrong, but you just gotta.
I'm not talking about like they're fighting the same sense of when you're talking about cut the head off the snake. They're fighting the wrong battles. Like, why are you attacking me?
Right. Like, if it's just, even if you're gonna go to a grocery store, right? Like, what I'm saying is like, you could go to the grocery store, but don't try to block off like all the meat. Do different stuff at the grocery store. Like, if you really into this kind of stuff, then go print out some pamphlets or something and pass those out at the grocery. Like, do it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, do something.
The Jehovah's Witnesses.
I mean, it.
Not saying to go knock on niggas' doors.
No, because you at the grocery store. But I'm saying, like, just like, just do something more constructive.
Yeah.
That what you want to do is you want to give yourself. And anybody knows me for years knows like I'm an analytics person.
Mm-hmm.
And what you want to do is you just want to give yourself the best odds to reach somebody's subconscious.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to the store and it's a million scenarios, I give you a perfect scenario, but it's a million of them that could happen, a million different ways. Let's say, let's say I'm married, right? And me and my wife, we get into this big argument, big fight or something. And I know that one of my wife's favorite foods is shrimp. So now I'm thinking about like making up to her and this and that. And so as part of the makeup process, I'm gonna go get her some shrimp from the store right quick. Bro, if I go to the store and you like got the seafood blocked off, bro, and I'm trying to make up with my wife, and it's because you a vegan, like now you're gonna make me mad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not solving the problem. Now you're just like
causing more problems.
Right.
It's like a lot of them just no. Now I don't say a lot of them. It's just some of them choose to just be a nuisance until they get their way. Like shit like that.
Right. The spoil you brat, and it's like
yeah.
Stuff doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like make a print out some paper, print out a brochure or something. And I ain't gonna lie, niggas and odds are niggas not gonna read it. But
you gain a better rapport that way.
Right. And you never know, like, when a nigga get bored one day, or he's somewhere, he bored in a meeting or something, and he glance at the little pamphlet, like, oh yeah, I did get this up. Let me see what they talking about.
Yeah. Like you have, like I said, bro, just stop being, just stop being a nuisance for hire at this point.
Right. And I don't know. Do you see yourself ever being a vegan?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
See, I can see myself being a vegetarian.
Okay.
Because I can go without eating meat. Pause. Like I can go without eating like animal flesh and all that other shit. I can go without it because I know how to cook. Like I can make anything taste good. Doesn't matter what it is. So when it comes to eating, it's all about what I'm preparing. So I can go without it. It just depends on what I have a taste for. I mean, it'll take a little bit of time of weaning off of it, of course, because as a person who's been carnivorous majority of my life,
Right.
it's going to be a process.
Right.
But I can't see myself going full on vegan and eating all that extra shit that them niggas be eating. Nah, I can't do it.
Right.
Because first and foremost, I fuck with pancakes too much to get the vegan versions.
I'm about to say you got the alternative.
Nope. Nope.
Cauliflower pancakes.
Hell, no. I can't stand cauliflower, bro.
I love cauliflower.
I mean, it be niggas that be talking about, oh yeah, I get the pizza with the cauliflower crust. No, that's no.
Man, niggas be having the wings.
Yeah,
When it be made out of cauliflower with the sauce.
Bruh, don't call that shit chicken. That's redundant. It's not actually a chicken.
I'd be like, bro, just give me the cauliflower. Like
you calling that shit? You calling it what is not? Well, technically, it's not even redundant. It's an oxymoron to call chicken when it's not.
Cauliflower chicken?
No, they say chicken, like chick and then an N. Nigga, no, it's not. It's cauliflower with not mumbo, so hot sauce on it.
Cauliflower molded into the form of like General Tso's chicken or something.
Hey,
and with the
like that shit trash.
It's
I don't even eat that.
I see with me, and I did the vegan thing for 7 weeks, right? And this was the summer of 2021. I got sick real bad.
Yeah. So
I had hit up Daniel, and he was telling me like a lot of stuff of like what to do. And I, every once in a while I still hit Daniel up just to tell him that I appreciate him because he helped me through. That was like tough times right there for me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I was like real sick, and he suggested the little cauliflower chicken thing,
nigga.
And I had to tell him, I was like, yo, I said, the way my mind is set up, like, I can't fool my mind.
Exactly.
So if I sit that in front of me, it's either going to give me the urge to go get some real orange chicken, or I'm literally going to be sitting here arguing with myself like, did I really think I was this stupid?
I really think I was this stupid.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I don't have to do that kind of stuff. I could just give me the plate of cauliflower that look like white broccoli,
bruh.
And that's a portion salt.
I don't want cauliflower at all.
So you don't like that's because you don't like it. I like cauliflower. It tastes like a cauliflower. Tastes like a. It just tastes like a pale version of broccoli.
No, bro, this is disgusting, dog. I can't stand cauliflower. Like I love vegetables as much as the next man, but cauliflower, like fucking squash.
Yeah, not squash, man.
Yo, I don't see how any of them they be eating squash. Like I've never had like zucchini or
I like
or
zucchini.
eggplant or anything like that, so I don't know if I would like it or not.
I like zucchini, eggplant. I don't know.
Yeah, like certain things like that.
The emoji kind of.
But I fuck with broccoli.
Yeah.
Like corn is the GOAT. I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say. I fuck with peas.
Yeah.
Like
if that's
green beans.
If that's a real vegetable, because apparently corn is.
Yeah, it's a starch.
No, it's a man-made.
Like corn been around since how long corn been around? Duh.
Corn is man-made apparently nowadays. So
they had this technology back when the Native Americans was around and shit.
I guess, or something. Maybe the corn we getting now is man-made or something.
Okay. Genetically modified corn.
But you know how, like, soon as people find out something, it's like, yeah, corn always been like I'm like, yeah, I think the Indians was growing corn. I don't think like they'd have been had like plagues and stuff like that if that was the case. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, what?
Like,
bro. It's like so many different things that niggas saying is like not real.
Yeah.
But niggas been eating it for God knows how long. It's just like it's so many different aspects to it now. It's like you got different varieties of corn. Maybe the variety you're speaking of is the one that's man-made.
Facts.
Because we do a lot of like mixing and molding when it comes to fruits and vegetables. That's the reason why grafting exists in the fruit world and shit. They'll graft a certain, well, a lot of people don't know what grafting is, but when you take the stem, well, not the stem, but the branch of one tree and put it onto another tree,
Mm-hmm.
and it creates a different. It
Well,
creates a certain type of apple.
people probably know what it is without the official definition. Because you go in the store and you see some of this new fruit, niggas know something's wrong.
Yeah, like they'll like mix seeds together, like mix seeds, try to figure out how to make the best type of apple. Like Granny Smith apples didn't always exist.
Yeah.
So
Or they got the hybrid. They got the hybrid fruits now for you.
yeah,
You know, you can go get you a half watermelon, half grapefruit, or
yeah,
as I say, you go to the store now, you see some of this shit, you know something wrong.
yeah, exactly.
How did they make this?
Yeah, we like a whole apple with pomegranate seeds in it. Like, what the fuck is this?
Right. Yeah.
Like, how the hell did this happen? Like, yeah, you already know shit like that is foolery.
Yeah. Like niggas are spraying. Oh, yo, this work. Send it to the store. You know what I'm saying?
Like, hell no. Definitely not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Like, if y'all gonna be off the wall like that, nigga, I'm not gonna be your guinea pig.
Yeah. Can't fade it.
And shit, when it comes to like fruits and vegetables and shit, like I will tear up some fruits and vegetables. I ain't gonna hold you. Even with me looking the way that I do,
Yeah.
I will tear up some fruits and vegetables.
I love fruits and vegetables.
Hey,
Certain fruits though, because when I was doing the whole vegan thing, and I was getting all these different types of fruits, I realized like a lot of that stuff was too sweet for me.
it depends for me.
Yeah.
Like, as far as apples are concerned, I prefer Granny Smith Jones because they're more sour.
Yeah, I like the red apples, but that's like the sweet threshold.
I don't know. Like, I'm not a fan of the sweeter apples.
I like both.
I mean, I don't know, because I think like the for me, I just prefer fruits with a little tang to it.
Yeah,
Personally, which is why I like pineapple.
and that pineapple is good too. And I would take that because it's like the sweeter fruits, they just was too sweet, and I needed like the blackberries. Even though blackberry to me is nasty, but I would eat that over like. I was eating blueberries like every day, and I'm like, yo, this is too much sugar.
Yeah,
And then
blueberries are naturally sweet, bro.
right, and then I had strawberries,
Not as bad.
but when I'm making like these fruit salads and stuff, and all this is like together,
Yeah,
it's like I was used to eating like all the duller fruits. Like apples are sweet, but they're not sweet as blueberries.
mm-hmm.
Bananas got a little sweetness to them, but it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
You're not gonna eat a banana and it felt like you done had like you done ate a cake or some shit. So I was eating the blueberries. I'm like, so it just felt like I ate like 2 slices of cake or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like this. Like you said, the pineapples, that was a good call.
Son, pineapples are fire.
Yeah, little pineapples.
That's my favorite fruit. Pineapples.
Yeah, mine's apples and bananas.
Apples and bananas.
Yeah, when I was younger, it used to be. I used to like oranges too, but when I got older, for some reason, oranges started to like dry me out and break my lips out and shit. I don't know what.
It's because of the citrus.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know.
You might be allergic to the citrus.
Well, these oranges ain't real. Wow.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Shit genetically modified. You never know.
Yeah, you might have got a bad batch, my nigga.
No, I've tried it several times over the years.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's just like the oranges without the seeds. You know?
I don't know. It's just, to me, like, I've never been a huge fan of like oranges in general. Like I mean, I love the taste of oranges.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the texture of oranges that kind of get to me.
Okay. Like before you peel it, or
No,
after you?
no,
peel
it's
it
after you peel it, and then like the inside.
White,
No, the insides of it, like the way that.
Oh, your lungs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's still the way that this shit is textured. It just doesn't. I don't like eating it.
Okay.
But I love the taste of oranges though.
Right.
Like, as far as orange juice is concerned, that's like the best juice to me. But I don't drink juice no more. So
Yeah, when I was young, I used to like orange juice. Apple juice is my favorite, with a little bit of grape. Whenever I wanted to fake like I was drinking wine or something.
So you got the little apple. You should have got a little apple cider, little Joe, bro.
I didn't like apple cider when I was younger. I love it now.
Had that shit in the wine glass.
Yeah.
Sitting there
They
reading
give
the
it to you. They give it to you in a fake little champagne bottle, like they want you to stunt with it or something. Like,
Be on the gram. Yeah, I got a bottle over here. Got that shit turned away so they can't see the apple cider.
Yeah, apple cider. Yeah, wow. You go in the store right now, you gonna see apple juice in a plastic container. You gonna see a little apple cranberry grape in a plastic container. And as soon as you get the apple cider, all of a sudden it look like a champagne bottle. Like, why they do that?
It's the wean niggas into drinking alcohol.
Facts.
Like, oh, this is the bridge to wine.
Definitely.
You know, once you get old enough, you be like, well, I've been drinking apple cider this whole time, and the sparkling grape juice.
Right, might as well get the sparkling wine.
Yeah,
Same kind of bottle.
So they get fascinated by the bottle, which is the reason why niggas be wine nose when they get older.
That's what it is. Man, I feel like I'm all right, cool.
Remember when it would get cold outside, they used to pretend you was smoking?
Yeah. Or go to the ice cream truck, buy the little candy cigarettes.
Yeah.
Now look, niggas are addicted to smoking and all that.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas used to hate cough syrup when they was a kid. Now that niggas can't go without lean and shit.
Just like NyQuil. Man.
So that shit's sad.
Yeah.
That shit is sad.
Yeah. But I tried the vegan thing for like 7 weeks. And the first week was super easy because I was paranoid to eat anyway. I didn't even eat like the first week for real. Because I had got like a real bad stomach virus.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And I didn't know what was going on. I never had one before, so I didn't know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And
that is horrible to have.
Yeah, I was like super dehydrated. Like, I remember like one time my mom, she had called me to do something. And I remember I was just waking up. She had called me to do something. And I had like hung up the phone. And I stood up. And I fell right back down. And that's when I knew I was like something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Like when you got a stomach virus, yeah, like it takes all the energy out of you.
Yeah.
Cause your body ain't got no more liquids anymore.
Right. And I was like super low. Like dangerously low on liquids or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was in the hospital. And it's like the pandemic was, I guess we was a few months in. But it was still like, I guess I ain't gonna say we was at the prime. It probably was the prime because everybody was still like scared and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so the only
still scared now.
Right. So the only way you could stay is if you had COVID. So I would have to go home and then go back and then go home. You know what I'm saying? The only way you could spend the night is if you had COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so like paranoid about what could be wrong. I wasn't eating at all. I would drink like a little bit of water here and there, but it wasn't normally, how I normally do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like when you got a stomach virus, you need to keep liquids in you.
Yeah, but at that point, I didn't even know it was that though. I just knew something was wrong, and I was using the bathroom a lot. Like I had diarrhea a lot. So the liquids that I didn't have, I'm still losing them. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like I was talking to Daniel. I talked to Mel first because I was telling Mel, I was like, yeah, I'm in the hospital, bro. I don't feel good. I don't know what could be wrong. And I was describing to him like everything that happened or whatever. So he was like, I'm gonna bring you like a big jar of a gallon of the little smoothies or whatever. So I was like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, I ain't been in the mood to really drink nothing for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I know, I'm helping. You just gotta force it down or whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. So he did end up bringing me like a gallon of like a bunch of berries and stuff he had blended together. And so one day, I think it was like a Friday, I just drank that the whole day. And then I was talking to Daniel, and then Daniel was getting, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you gotta reset your body and this and that. So, at first I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about, bro? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, you just gotta, stop eating meat for a little bit and this and that. So then I was like, all right, so you about to be one of these type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, just try to sway me to take a vulnerable situation to sway me to go vegan or something. You know what I'm saying? And so he's like, nah, I ain't saying you gotta like stay vegan. I'm just saying like just to reset your body for a little bit. I was like, all right, I could do it. It's like, yeah, get a bunch of fruits and vegetables and this and that, and berries and peanuts and stuff like that. That's when I started eating the peanuts all.
Yo, peanuts are fire.
Yeah, I started eating the peanuts all super heavy. You know, Mark was here making fun of him that time and shit. Mixed nuts. And like I was just going like days. And I still had to like build myself back up to even eat like regular. You know what I'm saying? I would go days just like I would eat like a couple handfuls of nuts, pause. Eat like an apple, drink like 2 bottles of water, and then that'd be it for the whole day and shit.
Yeah, I know the feeling of like not really wanting to get to like not really wanting to eat anything, like because growing up, I would have stomach virus like super bad and shit. Like it just like every single year for like 4 or 5 years straight. It just seemed like it happened in around like the February time period.
Mm-hmm.
I would get a stomach virus or some shit, and it got to the point where I knew what a stomach virus was as soon as I started feeling it. Cause the last stomach virus I ever had was in like 2016, like 2015, 16, some shit. Matter of fact, no, it was late. Oh nah, earlier than that. Cause last time I had a stomach virus, it was before my stepfather died in like 2010. So it had to have been like 2008, 2009. But I was able to figure out what the hell it was because I had it so frequently as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you get a stomach virus and shit, like you'll immediately feel hot. But when you do feel hot, that's when your body wants to expel shit through your mouth and like you want to throw up right after that.
Right.
So what I had to learn was as long as I'm at a decent temperature, my body won't overexert itself and then I won't throw up at all.
Right.
Other than that, then it's just coming out the other end and shit.
Right.
But I had to learn that shit because I remember it was certain times where shit, I'm so hot to where I already know, oh shit, bathroom now.
Right.
Like there's no other choice. And then I knew that certain foods, big no-no. Never eat like any type of greasier foods or some shit when you have a stomach virus. That immediately makes you throw up like maybe I'll say a good 10 to 15 minutes later, if that. Because if it's too severe, that shit going to come out immediately because it doesn't want it. Because that grease and shit, like, it's poor. Like, poor for your body when it comes to that. Actually, it's poor for your body outside of being sick.
Right.
But
right.
during that situation, your body doesn't want it at all. It wants to get rid of all the toxins that's already in your body, but it's trying to fight that shit off, and you're just putting more in it.
Right.
So it's going to immediately expel it. So dealing with that, you got to drink a whole bunch of water, bro. Like, you can only eat shit that is, like, high in, like, liquid. You can only eat, like, soup and shit like that.
Yeah, I wasn't eating that type of stuff either.
Or you can try, like, you can actually eat, like, some type of solid foods. Like, you can eat, like, the leaner versions of it. Like, you can eat, like, chicken, like, some grilled chicken or some shit like that. But it can't be, like, heavily, like, how do I put it? Like, it definitely can't be heavy on the greasier side.
Right.
The way, like, you're adding a whole bunch of seasonings and shit like that. Nah, you gotta keep it simple.
Right. So that's what I was doing. Like I like cut meat out completely or whatever. So basically it was the meat and the cheeses and you know what I'm saying? Like it literally was just like fruits, vegetables, and nuts. Like different variations of like different type of nuts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then like I want to say after like the second or third week, and I started to feel like somewhat better, like a little bit better, like more decent. And I was just like, man, in my mind, I was like, being like a vegan is like, it's actually like not bad. It's just that I knew the inevitable that was coming with it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew in the back of my mind, I had a timer in my head, and it was going to go off eventually, and I was going to want chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like every time we have like a conversation, it's like the only thing that will keep me from being like a full vegan is I just will not be able to give up chicken.
That and macaroni and cheese.
Well, it's ways around that, because even like during that time, it was like, nah, it's nowhere near as good.
Not even in the same stratosphere, I'm guessing.
It's like macaroni and cheese is like amazing, but I had the macaroni made out of lentils and chickpeas, and then I forget what I don't know why they call it cheese, because it's nothing like cheese at all. But the cheese, if y'all not
Air
watching,
quotes.
yeah, air quotes. The cheese, it was some type of little it's like this little cream or something.
Yeah.
And
Hell no.
it's not bad though. It's just not.
You can't fool me, bro. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. It's not fooling either though, because it's like it's macaroni and cheese to an extent. It just ain't what you're used to. Like it's not. It's not like the whole cauliflower shaping it into a piece of chicken type. It ain't that. It's just like it's an alternative though. You know what I'm saying?
It's not cheese though.
It's not, but it's like it's some type of cream, and it's like a yellow cream,
And then they
but
use like cheese flavoring type shit.
yeah, but it definitely didn't taste like it. It tasted more like he was eating I don't want to say it tasted more like he was eating like, I ain't gonna say spaghetti, but like kind of like lasagna though.
Hell no, that's disgusting.
You like lasagna, nigga?
No, I'm not saying lasagna is disgusting. I'm saying that's disgusting as in
Like,
like
that's
if that's what you're using for macaroni and cheese.
But that would be, it still would be good though. You would eat that, nigga.
No,
You would.
no.
You faking.
I'm cool on that, bro.
You eat lasagna, you would eat that. It's the same thing, just different.
Hell no. The way I make my lasagna, hell no, it ain't.
So but you would eat more than just your lasagna.
I would, but I would know
Right.
it's the lasagna. I wouldn't try and fool myself and just say,
That's not. No, it's not. Just because you didn't make it, you're not fooling yourself.
no, I'm talking about
somebody- you eating it
the
different.
macaroni and cheese part.
Yeah, you're not fooling yourself though. It's an alternative. It's not like the collard. Like you literally have in your mind that it's the same. It's not the same situation.
Once I know what it is, it's like my brain automatically just jumps to the fact that okay, this ain't what it is. So I have low expectations.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just saying, like, you're trying to compare it to the other situation when it's different though. It's not the same situation. You're trying to generalize them when you can't really general. Anyway, so the people listening, they'll know what I'm talking about. Like, it's like a little yellow, little creamish thing. And when I say macaroni and cheese, it's not really macaroni and cheese, definitely, but
Macaroni and cream base.
it gives you like, it's a good taste and texture though, and it's way more healthier than the cheese and shit. So that's where I was getting to. So yeah, made that, and then went back to eating like the fruits and the vegetables for like another week. And then I kind of started cutting like all the not fancy, but all them other fruits that I was eating. I started cutting that stuff out because, like I said, this shit's too sweet.
Yeah, you tried to give me the blueberries, but I kept leaving them over here.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm not about to. I can't do this no more. This shit too sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like I went, instead of buying like more blueberries, I just started buying more apples, bananas, sliced pineapples. You know what I'm saying?
So them pineapples just be hitting. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Just something different, bro.
And then, like, after another couple of weeks, she was like, you know what? Let me bake me some chicken strips and shit. Like the little They like it's like the baked chicken, but it's sliced up. Like not like the regular chicken nugget chicken strips, but like the little tenderloins. I was like, let me bake some of them Johnson shit. Did that, and then had like put that in the little lettuce, and then had like some cashews up in there and shit. Had a little bit of barbecue sauce. Cause turns
This
out,
nigga in his barbecue sauce.
nah, cause turns out, you know, barbecue sauce. If you get like organic barbecue sauce is healthy for you if it's organic.
Yeah, mine's definitely not organic.
So that was like I think they said organic barbecue sauce and organic mustard. It's good for you. I think ketchup is alright too. But
I use a lot of extra shit in my barbecue sauce, so it probably ain't good for you.
right, so was doing that, and then you know, kind of just started inching back towards regular chicken. And then I started incorporating like the little cheat days where I would just eat like the junk food, you know what I'm saying? But that was like way like after the fact. It's probably like a month after the fact and crap, you know what I'm saying? And then kind of just been kind of trying to stick to that script as long as I can and shit. Like eat healthy as much as you can and incorporate junk food here and there or whatever.
Like when I brought you that brownie a couple weeks ago.
I mean, yeah. This nigga always got scratch his ego and shit. But yeah, like
hey nigga, like it's the same. You said like that. You said like sweets here and there. Like the brownie is just like
I said junk food here and there.
Oh, junk food.
Yeah, you wanted to hear sweet so you could bring that story up. That's what
I really didn't care either way, but it was just something
so
I could
I'm
relate to.
I'm just saying, yeah, I'm appreciate the brownie, but yeah, like I'm just trying to reverse what the heck I was doing beforehand. Still don't know what caused the stomach. Well, I kind of do, I think, but I ain't gonna, put that kind of stuff out there. But yeah, never had the stomach virus again.
Yeah, and more than likely you won't have it because your eating habits have changed. Like mine too. Like I don't like after that stomach virus that I had, like way back when, I haven't been eating the same shit that I've been eating for so much. Like even recently, like niggas had to change their diet, bro. Like health is a concern, obviously, but just being able to distance yourself from certain things. Because I remember, like you telling me, shit, you used to eat carryout so often, it's just like every week.
Yeah,
it was like sometimes like 3 times a week.
But for the record, carryout never made me sick though. Yeah,
but
just want to throw that out there.
It indirectly.
It didn't. Because even during that stretch, I wasn't eating carryout. It was for me. It was back-to-back cookouts. One of the cookouts, I got sick. That's what it was for me.
I look at it as like adding on the weight. That's what I look at it as.
But it wasn't that though. Because I've literally been eating carryout 13 plus years, like heavy, and never got sick from it.
You were more active though. That is a thing.
I was still kind of active then. We was playing football.
You sure? Because I think that was around the time you got injured.
Right. I'm still active. You don't just fall right out of shape. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Nah, it was, I was still pretty good then.
I don't know. I just look at it a different way. But
I mean, from your experience, yeah. But I'm telling you from my experience, I've never gotten the stomach virus before, and I never gotten it again.
I wasn't talking about the stomach virus. When I'm talking about sick, I'm talking about like not just stomach virus. I'm talking about your like health wise.
It was a stomach virus.
No. Health wise is in like your entire body, even your heart condition, all that other shit. Like that's what I was.
Yeah, that about. Came from that though.
It came from the stomach virus.
Yeah.
Odd.
It came from that.
Never knew, but that was odd. But either way,
no, because the thing is, like I said earlier, I when I said it was a dangerous situation, like I'm not lying, it was a dangerous situation. Like I lost so many fluids that my organs was like damaged. You know what I'm saying? And so because of like my lack of intake of fluids or me losing all the fluids, and then the back-to-back cookouts. Now I don't know if it was our cookout or the other cookout.
Usually,
I remember scenarios from both that could have led me to from both jumps that was like when Damo was putting his hands on the hot dogs and shit, and niggas were still eating them. That could have easily been.
but there's stomach viruses normally like manifest within the first day after.
But that's not concrete though.
Not always, but more than likely it happens.
Right,
Because how long?
But you gotta think it could be a risk because I've never gotten the virus before.
So how
So
long
I'm
ago
not
was
normal.
it? Like as far as like the distance between the cookouts though.
We did ours on the weekend,
So it was like,
and then I think we did. Did we do ours on a Sunday?
I don't remember.
We either did it on a Saturday or a Sunday, and
As a
then
matter of fact, it probably was. Wait, what? Shit.
because we did ours like it was like the 4th of July or something, right?
Something like that. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
We did ours. It was either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and then the next cookout was the next Saturday.
Wait, the week after?
Right.
I don't know.
And then from that Saturday to the next Friday, that's when I got sick. Yeah. But like I said, I know it's a rare occasion because one, I don't get sick. Like that's why I was telling you. Like you're saying, more than likely it takes a day. I'm like, yeah, you were catching them a lot, so that's probably you. It's not gonna be like that for me because I never caught it. It's gonna be a rare occasion because it's not like.
Yeah, I said it was just off like that, but normally it comes in like a certain.
But yeah,
certain time frame.
I lost so much fluid that my organs was like struggling, and that's what led to me having a regular heartbeat.
How long did yours last? Your
The virus or the
the virus. How long did that shit last?
I was sick for a break because I went to the hospital. I want to say I went to the hospital for like almost a week straight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you had like you ain't.
And that's when I gave, and I could have kept going back, but I gave up. That's when I was giving up and shit. Then I was like, these niggas they gonna keep doing these X-rays, and they gonna keep saying like, you know, you just got a bad stomach virus. You know, we gonna put they was hooking the little things up to me.
IV?
Yeah, they was giving me the little fluids. And which is another reason I knew I was super low in fluids because my body was taking them Johnson super quick and shit. Like they'll hook up the little John to me and all right, this gonna take like it's gonna take like 30, 40 minutes. And then she come back in like 10 minutes and the junk like done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Your body was technically your organs were on life support at that point.
Essentially, without being on it, essentially, yeah. And it's like that's when it was. I got the regular heartbeat thing, which probably was the reason my blood pressure had went up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, now all that was connected together. Like it wasn't like a coincidence and shit.
See, you never let me know all that information. Till today.
I mean, that's not really anybody's business.
I thought it was special.
I mean, niggas is special, but at the same time, that like niggas not gonna be disclosing information like that, like as regular conversation. Only reason I'm bringing it up now is to basically prove my point and shit. Yeah.
He likes you guys more than me.
I'm just like, yeah, that all was together and crap. But
so, yeah, I swear, bro. I'm just glad you're better, regardless of the fact.
Yeah, it was dark time.
It was a scary moment and shit. Cause I remember you calling me, and talking about it and shit. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be out of commission for a little bit," and then you ain't never. I mean, I made sure that I checked up on you and shit because it had been a little while since we had spoken and shit. And you said that you you were sick. You didn't tell me like how bad it was, because after going like a couple of days without speaking, I decided to hit you up specifically, and I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and see what this nigga up to, make sure everything okay. You managed to hit me back. It was like, yeah, I'm just not feeling too well and all that shit. You know, sending me my well wishes and shit. If you need me, you know, I'm right here, and all that other good stuff and shit. It's like, because I didn't want to have to deal with the fact that you were so close to me, but yet distant, because I didn't feel like coming over or some shit like that. Nah, I wanted you to know, like, hey, I'm right here.
Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely always appreciated it. It was just like when I get like that, like one, I didn't want to run the risk of like, I don't know, being around niggas and then collapsing around niggas because I'm you know super out of, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather just like, you know how they say when dogs about to die they just go off to be by themselves and shit. Like I'd rather that's how I would be. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I would rather do it versus like other people. You know what I mean? Now if I knew I was gonna die, of course I would let a couple of niggas know beforehand.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like, nah, nigga just wouldn't have been like, I ain't gonna lie, I was worried. Cause like I said, I had never gotten the virus before. And then the first one that I get, like, it's draining me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then taking all of this into consideration, like this was during the lockdown shit when nobody could leave their house.
Right.
And then niggas like having no type of money and shit to get shit that they need.
Right. So it was like, yeah, this is like, you know, I'm like, I don't know. This might be it. I don't want to panic, but at the same time, like, yeah, this is definitely out of the norm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
And then I start having like all that, like the little anxiety, because even that came from it. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it just, the anxiety, like I was trying to explain to my sister, but I know I sounded crazy explaining that shit. But it was like, the stuff that was triggering my anxiety, it didn't make sense to me because I wasn't scared of nothing.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it came from the thing. And now I had a chemical imbalance. You know what I'm saying? And I guess when I lost all the fluids, your body's taking stuff from other parts of your body, trying to make do, and now this effing up. You know what I'm saying? And now this effing up. All right, we're gonna take this from here, and then eventually you keep taking. Now that's effing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, a hard reset on my body that's definitely what I need. And I was like 400 pounds. Ain't nobody know that either.
Yeah, because the thing is, you didn't look it like with your height, and your weight distribution, it didn't look that way.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying too. Well, at least a few people I told. I think I told you before anyway.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I told Mel because one of the first things they did at the hospital was, let's just see how much you weigh and this and that. That joint was like 406. I was like, damn. And this me without the fluids. You know what I'm saying?
This me without the fluids.
I'm about to die from not having enough fluids. I'm still 400.
Yeah, it's like at least a couple hundred pounds worth of fluids you should have missing.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. I said properly hydrated. I probably was like 430.
Yeah, that's definitely some wild shit, bro.
Yeah, and it was just like unbelievable. Now, at face value, I do also know that the hospital and my doctor, for that matter, the doctor, primary care physician I go to, I do know that they scales be slightly slicing it a little bit.
They be doing that shit on purpose.
They do. That
just so they can get you in that scared range, so they can sell you more shit.
Yeah, and it's like the hospital was different because I didn't have a scale. But when I started going to my primary care physician, I had a scale. Because I was like, yeah, 406, I got to lose me some weight. So I bought the scale. I was like 403. I'm like, I'm going down a little bit already. You know what I'm saying? And then I was doing a little diet for the 7 weeks. And in the 7 weeks, I lost like 20 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, all right, I'll take the 383. And then when I started going to him, I started seeing like the scale was like, I want to say 6 or 7 pounds heavier than when I would weigh myself at home. I would have a doctor's appointment. The appointment would be at 10. I weigh myself at like 9:40. Like, all right, bet. I'm 370. And a 10-minute ride, I done gained 7 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely some wild shit, bro.
Yeah.
But as far as your weight loss is concerned, definitely proud of you for how much you did lose.
Oh yeah, I'm down now. I know I fluctuate between the weight that I currently am, I gain and lose, but I had gotten down to like 340.
Yeah, which is a significant change within what it was like a 4 to 5 month time period. I think
About 7 months. It's been a year. It's been a year now, so I've definitely stayed fast the last 3 months. But I'll take it as long as I'm not feeling like how I was. I'll never forget that feeling.
Yeah, I remember like right before I went on like my little cleanse or what I would call it.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up having like a real bad stomach pain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember you telling me.
Yeah, because I didn't let anybody know that I had it because I had it for like a good week and a half.
Right.
It was like every night I go to sleep, and it wasn't even just every night when I go to sleep. I would feel it throughout the day. It was like a real strong, like pinching feeling in my abdomen.
Right.
So, like, I had it for so long. I was like, bro, this definitely is not good. So I ended up going on like a little cleanse the way I was. First and foremost, like before I started, I went on a 24-hour fast, which is something I'm used to now because I actually do fast often.
Right.
And then after that, I was only eating like grilled food. I would eat grilled chicken,
Right.
but I would also eat more vegetables than I would eat anything else. Like a lot of fruits. I think I grew into like somewhat of an addiction to apples.
Right.
So I was eating that almost every morning. Like I have an apple, and then I have like a little. I told you the little Nature Valley little granola Jones, and that.
Yeah,
like
that's good too.
Yo, them Jones be torch.
Yeah, granola is a low key fire snack.
Man,
what? Like that Jones on the level with junk food, even though it's technically not a junk food.
Man, I be sitting there like, bruh, why this is so delicious?
Yeah.
Having that in the morning with an apple and some and then I actually graduated to turkey sausage. I don't eat pork sausage no more.
Okay.
And like I eat turkey sausage, I would have an apple, and then I would have the granola Jones.
Yeah.
And I would probably have like maybe an egg or something like that, like 1 or 2 eggs. But that'll be like the most I would have.
What kind?
What?
Egg.
Just regular eggs.
I mean, how you make them, man?
I mean, nigga scrambled and shit.
I was about to say, could have been boiled, scrambled.
Fuck no, I hate boiled eggs.
You don't like
bro.
boiled eggs?
Hell no, bro.
I like boiled eggs.
That joint's trash. I can't stand boiled eggs.
Simple, straight to the point, man.
Nah, bro. Like, I can't stand boiled eggs, like the poached eggs, none of that shit. Like I can't eat.
Sunny
like,
side up.
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I just
Runny egg, disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is disgusting to me. Like niggas be putting that shit on a burger and shit like that. I'm like, nigga, how can y'all eat that?
Cause it's still like that's like uncooked almost, right?
Yeah,
I mean, but people drink raw eggs too, so I don't even know what.
I can't, bro.
Yeah,
I can't. That shit is
too much Rocky, man. Rocky got niggas' minds whooped out there,
nigga. No bullshit. Niggas put that. They like, oh, you gotta have a runny egg on that motherfucker. Like, nigga, no, the fuck I don't.
Yeah, I don't. It's like I don't like eggs. I really don't like eggs anyway. And then you going not finish cooking it, like
yeah.
I did scrambled. Scrambled, that's my limit with eggs.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be scrambled. Like, if it,
yeah, that's the only time we eat eggs when they scramble.
Niggas, like you said, niggas that had an egg on top of the burger, and you'll take like a fork or something and poke the top and the yolk just start like,
Yeah.
like come on,
Yeah, that shit is disgusting,
I
bro.
got come on, man.
That shit is disgusting. I can't stand it, bro. Like just looking at that, it's incredibly unappetizing.
Yeah, that might be why I like boiled eggs so much. Like I could just get that shit over with. Maybe that's it. Cause
Nah.
the boiled egg is like it's still in egg form. You just gotta crack it.
Nope.
I can hurry up and eat it. You know what I'm saying?
Nope,
like
bro.
I just never been.
Scrambled is my limit, bro.
Yeah,
That and fried eggs. I fuck with fried eggs.
fried eggs is good too.
Had that joint on a sandwich, bro. Fire.
Yeah, fried eggs is good too. Nice little amount of cheese with it or something.
See, I actually gave up cheese too when I went on a little cleanse and shit. I gave that shit up too.
Yeah, cheese was. Yeah,
You don't know how difficult it is to give up pizza, nigga.
Oh, trust me, I know. Yeah, I know you talking to another fat nigga.
Bro,
I got the label. You start watching like labels and all that. Like that pizza got this much sodium, man.
yeah, I remember you was doing
that. Remember I was giving you like little. Remember I was giving you like little salads and all that. I said,
nigga, yeah, got too much sodium.
I was like, I can't eat this. I'm like, damn, a salad? Like,
because it had I think it had the ham in it or some shit.
Yeah, the ham turkey and then the cranberry. I'm like, damn. I'm like, shit.
We ended up making a skit out of that shit too.
Yeah. That was that day too. Yep, that was the exact same day.
That shit was funny as hell, bro.
Yeah, cause matter of fact, that's when I was like eating peanut butter super hard and shit. I was like, eating so many peanuts and shit. I need like different variations and all that. Yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
like that. Oh my god. Like, I love the fact that we can joke about this shit.
Yeah, now, yeah.
But,
wasn't good times then. Even
when
we was doing the skits, like it was laughing and joking, but in the back of my mind, I still was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Niggas was trying to get you active and shit. I remember when we was upstairs. We was trying to like clean out the room and shit. And you could barely walk up the stairs.
Yeah, gas,
nigga.
That's one thing. I was like, yeah, I'll never forget that feeling either. Like walking up the stairs and being like, that shit felt like I done played basketball for whole days and I felt gas like that.
Yeah, bro. Like you lose all that liquid and shit, and like your body got to try and reset itself. Like that's that. Yeah, that feeling is not pretty.
Definitely ain't. Definitely. I was like, damn, okay. But just for something you do every day, and then one day, you just gas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk up the stairs every single day, multiple times a day, and then that just like, damn, I just did this yesterday and was just completely fine.
Yeah, and I tell you, bro, like having to watch that was bad enough, but then you having to feel that is even worse.
Man, I'm talking about hands on my hips too. The old you tie.
Yeah, the old head after the big game.
Yeah.
Knee braces and all and shit.
Y'all little youngest got it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just wanted to get a little exercise.
Then nigga realized you gotta walk home and shit.
Yeah. Definitely appreciate y'all for helping out. I was telling my mom, I ain't really disclose how serious the situation was to her either. That's probably why she, was still kind of wanting me to like do that type of stuff. And I was like, the doctors were saying that I shouldn't have been doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, these niggas was trying to look at my heart and they ain't want me to. They was at, like, they had me thinking like at any moment my heart would just like bust open or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they was like, yeah, don't strain yourself. Don't make too many sudden movements or nothing like that. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what the fuck?
It's like my man is sitting on a fragile piece of glass figurine or some shit.
Yeah.
Like nigga, chill. No sudden movements.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, like I said, bro, having to sit there and actually watch somebody that it for being like active and shit, just gassed.
Yeah.
And just almost in pain almost every day and shit like that. Having to watch that was tough.
Yeah, it was definitely was tough, especially mentally. It definitely weighs on you mentally and shit.
Yeah, cause I remember you talked a couple times about it, but it was never like serious disclosed information or some shit like that.
Oh yeah,
It was more like, yeah, I'm feeling a certain way, but it was never like in depth. How
yeah. Cause I don't be like, I don't, I don't want people to panic and you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
I don't want to spread like no super concern. Like I said, I'd rather just everything mellow out. If it was something super serious, you just got take
and
the it's my mom by the way, so
they got the hotline, man.
you just gotta if something was to happen, I let you know the Chadwick Boseman route. You know what I'm saying? Chadwick Boseman died that day. Niggas ain't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Niggas probably thought he got shot or
Niggas
something.
was making fun of him, like his deteriorating body and shit like
Yeah,
that. It's like,
that's the whole time he had cancer and shit. He ain't never. Of course, you know, family probably knew. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
But people in the public's eye, nobody never had a clue. You just couldn't tell me he didn't get shot. I said, damn, I know niggas ain't shoot Black Panthers. Man. You know what I'm saying?
No niggas ain't shoot.
Yeah. Like, hey, he just battled cancer for the last 4 years. Had it. He's making a movie. He had it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, damn. Like he was. Yeah, it was all right there. But that's what kind of person I am.
I tend to be the same way in certain junctures in my life and shit,
Mm-hmm.
which was the reason why y'all didn't know until afterwards with my stomach pains and shit like that.
Right.
I don't let really niggas know a whole bunch about what's going on with me, like in my like bodily, like mentally. I'll let you know, but bodily, it's just more like I'd rather just be to myself and keep that under wraps until I can either get it fixed or something happens to where it's like incurable or unfixable.
Right.
Then I let niggas know, because otherwise it's just like, why deal with the backlash of having everybody like coming to you like, oh my god, are you all right? No, that shit like changing the atmosphere of the people around you because they're feeling somewhat sorry for you.
Right.
So I get where you coming from with that. And
yeah.
it doesn't bother me that a lot of people don't talk about it, but at the same time, it is imperative that people do talk about it eventually. Just don't just all of a sudden, boom, dead. Nobody knew about it. Like, yeah, just don't do no shit like that, bro. Like,
nigga wake up one day. Damn, that nigga, hold on, that nigga. Nothing wrong, cause that's how like conspiracies. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
start up and shit like that. Whole time, nigga been battling some help shit the whole time. And shit.
Exactly. Niggas never knew.
Yeah.
Like my man, whole face been deteriorating. He just been putting on makeup and shit.
Yeah, and just was more skinny. Like when he's at the All-Star game, the NBA All-Star game.
Yeah,
Niggas was making a little comment like, hey, he lost a lot of weight. I mean, they weren't saying nothing bad about him. You know, people online was.
yeah, they was going to fuck off.
Yeah, lost a lot of weight, you know. Probably in the best shape of his life or something like that. And then, boom. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, definitely, bro. But as far as like getting back to like the whole idea of like being vegan, I can't see myself doing it.
Yeah, not for no. Nah, cause it's like chicken. I just can't stop the chicken.
Yeah. Hey yo, that gives me an idea. I was, as far as like food is concerned, I was thinking about making some pulled chicken tacos, bro.
Oh yeah,
I had to bring you a couple of them Jones, bro.
Yeah, that would sound good. Yeah, if it was like, if I only like, it's so many different variations of chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's so versatile.
If I was just like, all right, well, I only like fried chicken, so I can get that up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But stop eating fried chicken, and you fall more in love with baked chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start experimenting with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get the little barbecue sauces or sweet and sour sauces, and just unlimited options. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like when it comes to like meats in general, like you got so many varieties within each group. like you can do a lot with vegetables, but at the end of the day, it has its limitations.
Facts.
But when it comes to food, like when it comes to like the meats and stuff like that, it get like you have so much like to me, it seems like you have so much more variety.
Right.
Because you can doctor it up with vegetables.
Right.
You can't when you're a vegan, you can't doctor them up with meat because it doesn't you can't combine the two because you're vegan.
Vegans they just doctor it up with other vegetables.
Yeah.
Like some type of one thing I see that's big in the community is like all the different types of beans and stuff.
Nope.
Yeah. That's one thing I gained respect for when I did go through that stretch. And I still eat them to this day too. Black beans.
Fire.
And garbanzo beans.
Never had them.
They taste like cause I forgot what the other name is. The other name is more popular. Only reason I keep saying garbanzo because I got can over there and shit. But
kidney beans?
It might be kidney, but kidney beans is like those like the brown beans, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Garbanzo beans, they like light skin, the light skin beans and shit.
Oh,
I forgot what they call. I'm gonna look it up when we finish this up, but kidney beans, kidney beans are good. I just won't go out my way to eat them. Lima beans, those are the nasty. You can keep those no matter what. My life depends on that.
Hey yo,
it's a wrap.
I'm not a huge fan of lima beans. I will say that.
Too slimy.
That and it's just like the taste.
Yeah.
In general, it's just they don't taste very good regardless of how you make them.
They taste slimy.
I get it. It's the texture you don't like.
Yeah, too slimy. But
I don't know. They always been iffy to me. They put them in like the little bags of the little mixed vegetables and shit.
Yeah, I might mess up a perfectly good bag. Bag be fire. And then you just lima bean. Is that the only way I can get these off? Or?
Yeah. Like niggas ain't going into the store like, damn, y'all got any of them lima beans on you, bro?
Hell nah. Fuck no. That perfectly good bag. You having the carrots, green beans, all types of stuff. Lima beans. Man, come on, man. This shit out of here, man.
Son, I fuck with peas and all that shit. Like everything that's in it, I heavily fuck with. But then you throw a bean in there that doesn't belong. It's a bean. This supposed to be vegetables. Like, where's the bean coming from?
Yeah.
Like I don't even like beans are considered like they're not considered a vegetable. It's more like just I don't know what it's considered.
They
like,
should be a vegetable.
Just a protein, I think.
Because you can grow beans. Like
you can, but I don't even know what they're considered now because we got so many different definitions for things.
Well, you know, people.
I mean, it technically can. It probably is a vegetable, but
I would classify it, but it's either a fruit or a vegetable.
Yeah.
So whatever a tomato is.
Because then I think in the fruit groups it's considered as a protein.
Okay. So what's a tomato? Is a tomato?
Tomato, I think they're classifying that as a fruit now.
But it used to be. Remember, we used to be vegetable though. You remember that? Yeah. I'm just making sure I ain't
Same
crazy.
thing with Pluto being a planet. It used to be a planet, but now it's not for some reason.
Oh, Pluto not a planet no more?
Look at this. Been public news for God knows how long.
I didn't know that.
And you want to do a space podcast?
Yeah, that'll caught me by surprise. I mean, that'd have been sweet though. So I mean, what happened? They got demoted, or
I believe so.
Wasn't doing his job.
Niggas wasn't doing his job.
Us here at the Sun Solar Society have deemed that Pluto, you just haven't been holding your own weight in the solar system. Now that we have thousands of new planets, it's gonna demote the weakest links now. And you are number one on that list. Because Pluto is like that's like the dog at the end of the little small dog.
It's the furthest away from the sun, therefore it's the coldest, and as soon as you step on it, you freeze to death.
And it's like that's like a real small one, right?
Yeah. Supposedly so. Yes.
Okay, Pluto, you need to get in the weight room.
Niggas say you need to get in the weight room, bro.
Yeah, we're just looking for more. Do you see this? Look over there. Do you see the size of Jupiter? No, that's a planet. Look at Earth. That's a planet. Saturn, Mars, all of them. Except you. Ain't no hard feelings.
Could have turned that into a TikTok video. Damn shame.
Might not be funny enough.
Shit.
So there's the black hole right there.
Throw in the black hole,
There's the black hole right there, and thanks for being a part of this solar system for this long. And then just bump them in there. I know Pluto wasn't playing no more. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Like what was that show that Donald Trump was on? This shit like it was just, like the end, like the punchline was like "You're fired." I forgot what the hell that shit was.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I think it was like called The Apprentice or some shit like that.
Oh, that was his show. That was his show. Yeah, I never watched it.
Yeah, now that I don't watch reality television. Well, not anymore. It's been a very, 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 very long time. I think the last reality television show I ended up watching was, what was it? The little damn, it was like the little joint on VH1 where all the like the celebrity, well the not celebrities, but the people from like the reality VH1 TV shows all on like a little island together and shit, and they were trying to win a certain amount of money and shit.
The Real World?
No, that's not that.
Oh, I don't know.
This is like the black version where they had all the ones from like Flavor of Love and
oh yeah,
all them and shit. Yeah,
Oh,
I haven't watched that shit. So like that was the last little jump that I ever watched, and that was in like 2007, 2008.
Oh yeah, oh that shit was corny. Oh, only reality drama I watched was Making a Band.
Remind me of that my man Dave Chappelle and shit, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I watched the Husbands of Hollywood, yo. But that's a fake, that's like a comedy, yo.
Man, it's the same. It counts.
It's a parody reality show.
It counts.
Man, I don't know.
Niggas was on this show like bragging over love and hip hop and all that other Jones shit. I never even cared enough to watch.
The Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, Love and Hip Hop or whatever.
Yeah,
all that other shit is all corny to me.
Yeah, that was more so when I was dating girls and stuff. That would be Housewives of Atlanta.
Like, why? Why the fuck is that shit interesting to y'all?
Love and hip hop. Drama.
And niggas wonder why their lives is all fucked up and shit. Like, look at what you're letting in.
Yeah, people don't understand that part. I couldn't.
Nah.
So this is. I mean, I get people like mock stuff that we like to do too. Like certain girls I used to talk to. Well, I tell them I play video games, and you'd have thought you told a girl you wasn't a real male or something like that.
Yeah, it's like only children play video games.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Why? Like it keeps me in the house and I'm not with anybody else. Like, why would you not want me to be here with you then?
Yeah.
Like, you want the alternative. At this point, that's what you're asking for. Like, you feel as though just because I'm in the house, I need to give you 100% of the time. That's not technically how it works. Like, I feel as though like people like that will end up finding a reason as to why you're not doing what it is you're doing, regardless of what it is, whether it be video games or any other like hobby that you have. It's
right.
just, as long as it doesn't involve them, it's a problem.
Facts.
So at this point, like I don't even let shit like that get to me. Like if a woman say like, "Oh, you're not this if you play video games," you're not like all that shit. It doesn't fucking bother me. We already had the podcast before.
Oh, yeah,
you can't tell me what a real man is anyway.
Well, yeah. Back then though, I was more impressionable, so it was a little different.
Definitely impressionable back in the day and shit.
Yeah. But once you hit that certain mindset, you realize what everything. I ain't gonna say you realize what everything is, but for the most part, you know how this stuff works. And it's just like
you get somewhat of a grasp on life.
Yeah. You just gotta adjust and go from there.
Absolutely. Right. Over time, you want to bring us out?
Okay. That being said, this has been another Breaking the Narrative podcast, BTN for short. We are missing Mark this week.
Yeah, I think we should have stated that at first, but maybe they was hoping to find out. Oh, he gonna have his little deep voice at the end and shit.
I mean, we've been listening for 2 hours. We figured that part out.
Quite obvious at this point.
Yeah, my just gotta officially say a statement though, because I mean he is in the thumbnail now.
Yes,
but
like officially now.
yeah. Any word on the kicking and screaming?
You know how Mark is.
Hey, we're gonna force him, man.
Like I said, like that's what kicking and screaming is, and force that nigga into this shit, whether he likes it or not.
Mm-hmm. But I'm Teddy,
I'm Tony.
and we out.